If you're looking for the best screen protector you can buy right now for the brand new Galaxy Z Flip 5, I've got them all right here. And I'm going to be testing out each and every one of these screen protectors with a drop and a scratch test to let you know which one's the worst and which ones are worth your time. And I guarantee you're going to find one screen protector here you're going to absolutely love. And make sure you stick with me to the end of the video because I will be giving you my personal favorite screen protectors out of all the ones we've tested here today. And as always, I will be putting links for each one of these screen protectors in the video description. One easy way you can show me that you like what I'm doing here is hit that like button. It only takes a second, and you can also help support my channel by donating using the thanks button. So grab your snacks, sit back and relax, and enjoy the video. So before we begin, there are a couple important things that I want to let you know. One is, before every installation, I will thoroughly clean off the screen with an alcohol wipe and then dry it off so I don't have to show it to you for every single screen protector. And two, I will not be removing the screen protector that came pre-installed on the phone because there is a risk of damaging the screen underneath when taking it off. So I will be installing inner screen protectors over the pre-installed screen protector that came on the phone, even though it is not recommended. Now, Samsung doesn't recommend that you take the inner screen protector off that came on the phone, but I have done it. The only thing you need to do is to make sure you don't damage your phone while taking that screen protector off, because if you do, it will void your warranty. I would also not recommend removing the inner screen protector that came on the phone unless it got damaged. And then here we have Whitestone Dome's all-in-one pack that includes an outside tempered glass screen protector as well as an inside premium film. So first we're going to start off with the all-in-one pack. So here we get 2 film screen protectors, 2 tempered glass screen protectors, a squeegee, an installation guide, 2 white packets, and 2 foam pads. So the first thing you want to do is to clean off your screen. Then we're going to take our guide, make sure the camera lens cutout goes over the camera lenses. Just press that into place. Then we're going to take our screen protector. We're going to peel off the film underneath. And then just rest this inside the guide. And then press down in middle. And it should adhere to the screen. Once it's done adhering, you want to press down on the screen a little bit to lift up the guide. Looks perfect. I did get a little speck of dust in the middle, but that's my fault. Everything else looks really nice. The edges are rounded off, so it feels nice and smooth. The screen protector feels just like the glass that's on the phone. Touch also seems to be working just fine. And it's nice and clear. Now let's test out our fingerprint rejection. It does pick up some fingerprints, but you can easily wipe those away with hardly any effort. So now let's put our case over our phone. And it looks to fit perfectly. There's no lifting, so it should be case friendly. This is probably the best fit that I've seen so far out of one of these tempered glass screen protectors. So everything's looking good so far. Now let's move on to the drop and the scratch test. We're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball from a height of about 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't break, we're going to move it up foot by foot until the screen protector eventually cracks. So here we go at 2 feet. Here we go at 3 feet. Here we go at 4 feet. 5 feet. 6 feet. 7 feet. So this screen protector lasted up until a 7-foot drop, which is definitely excellent drop protection range. So now let's move on to the scratch resistance. So tempered glass screen protectors typically start to scratch around a level 6, so we're going to start with a level 5. So here we have a level 5. And we're going to move on to a level 6. And finally, a level 7. So if we look a little closer, as you can see, there's no scratches at a level 5. There are a little deeper at a level 6, and even deeper than that at a level 7, which is pretty much on par with other tempered glass screen protectors. So I definitely say that this tempered glass screen protector is one of the best tempered glass screen protectors for pretty much everything. Installation was super easy. It seems to be case friendly. Drop protection is excellent, and scratch protection is pretty much on par with other tempered glass screen protectors. So I would definitely recommend this screen protector, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Let's see how easily it lifts up off the phone. and it's still in one piece. Very nice. All right, so now let's move on to the inner screen protector installation. So the first thing you want to do is to clean off your screen really well. Now I do also want to let you know before I install this that Whitestone does recommend that you remove the screen protector that came pre-installed on the phone, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to install it right over the screen protector that was already pre-installed. Now do this way at your own risk. I just want to show you what it looks like if you were to just put it over this already installed screen protector. But if you happen to get bubbles or lifting or anything like that, it's probably because we installed it over the screen protector that's already there. So once the screen's all clean, we're going to take our screen protector, making sure that this back portion is underneath and our camera cutout is facing towards the camera on the phone. We're going to peel off that back sticker. Make sure you don't touch the screen protector underneath. We're going to hold it by the tabs and lay it down on the screen the best we can. All right, now once that's down, we're going to take our squeegee. You want to put it behind this middle line here. We're going to lift up on the number 2. Make sure that the screen protector goes up and over your phone and just squeegee that out. Just like that. Make sure there's no bubbles. Then flip it around and do the same thing for the other side. Lift up on the tab, making sure the screen protector goes up and over your phone and just squeegee that out. You may need to help it just a little bit. Installation looks perfect so far. Now once you don't see any bubbles, we want to very carefully peel up this little front sticker here, making sure you don't take the screen protector that's underneath with it. That looks like a perfect installation to me. Even though I installed it right over the pre-installed screen protector, it looks perfectly fine. There are no bubbles, there are no lifting. As far as touch goes, nice and smooth. There's just an ever so slight bit of resistance, and there's a cutout for your camera, so you don't have to worry about your facial recognition. Working just fine. So as you can see, touch is working perfectly fine. No issues with touch whatsoever. It's nice and clear. Now as far as fingerprints goes, it does seem to pick up some fingerprints, but it does reject a lot, and it's very easy to just wipe those fingerprints away. So now let's fold the phone for the very first time. And again, I don't see any problems, no lifting, no bubbles. It just looks perfect. So it is possible to get a perfect installation even if you put it over the screen protector that was pre-installed on the phone. So the screen protector is nice and clear. As far as the feel, it feels just like the screen protector that's already on the phone. It is nice and smooth, and touch seems to be working perfectly fine. And I still do not have any lifting or anything anywhere, and I've folded it multiple times already. Now let's see what happens when I run my fingernail over the screen protector. So as you can see, it does make lines in the screen protector, but this is a self-healing screen protector, so those lines that I just made should disappear within a few seconds. And as you can see, they're already starting to disappear. Now the screen protector will protect your screen from scratches as long as you don't run anything too abrasive across the screen. If you use your fingernail or like a coin or something like that, it should create a line that will disappear in a few seconds, but if you were to use something like the edge of a key that was metal and sharp, it will create a scratch, and then you're going to need to replace the screen protector. So I definitely think this screen protector does a good job. It's very clear, installation was very easy, touch is really nice as well. So I would definitely recommend the screen protector, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Whitestone Dome Premium Gen Film. So we get one screen protector, an installation guide, a squeegee, our screen protector removal film, and an installation packet. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to clean off your screen thoroughly. Once we clean off the screen, we're going to take our installation guide. We'll take our phone, put it inside the tray with the camera facing up towards the top here. You can press that into place with your squeegee. Then take your little plastic piece here. We're going to place it in the little guide here with this little post facing down. Then you're going to take your screen protector, and we need to peel off the underside protector here, but make sure that it only takes the bottom screen protector and not the actual screen protector with it. Once you've done that, we're going to line up the bottom holes here with the bottom post on the guide, and then lay down the top holes over the top holes here, making sure that they go in the big holes, not the small holes. Then line the holes up on the guide, making sure the screen protector does not touch the phone screen. Then we're going to lay the top holes inside these little posts, just like that. Then we're going to take our squeegee. We're going to start at the bottom, press down, and continue to press forward until the whole screen protector is down on the phone. Hold at the top and take off the screen protector from the posts. And then you can kind of squeegee down any bubbles that you might see. Once you're done with that, very carefully peel up the top protector off of the phone, making sure that it doesn't take the screen protector underneath with it. And then we can look for any bubbles we might see. You can squeegee those down. Once you're done with that, you can take your phone out and we'll take a look. So again, installation, super easy, looks perfect on the phone. And again, I put my screen protector over the factory screen protector that was already on the phone, and we have a perfect installation. No bubbles, no lifting, everything looks perfect, just like it was on the phone before I put the screen protector on it. Now, as far as touch goes, nice and smooth, just like the screen that's on the phone itself. Your camera on the top of your phone is not obstructed, so you don't have to worry about your selfies or Face ID not working. As far as fingerprints goes, it does seem to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints. There's just very little smudges that you can easily wipe away with barely any effort. Touch seems to be working just fine. No problems there. And the screen is also crystal clear. So now let's fold our phone up for the first time. Don't see any lifting, no creases, there's no lines in the middle of the screen. It just looks perfect. Let's fold it up a couple more times. Absolutely perfect. No problems whatsoever. Looks just like the screen protector that came on the phone. So like I said before, this screen protector is not like other screen protectors. It's actually a little bit harder. So I just ran my fingernail over the screen and you don't see any lines like we did with the other screen protector. So here I'll show you the scratch resistance. I'm going to start off with a number 2, which is just a plastic tip. And as you can see, it's not doing anything to the screen. There's no scratches, no damage, anything. Now I'm going to take something a little bit more abrasive, like this copper tip, and we'll see what it does. So right off the bat, as you can see, it created some scratches that I can feel that will not come out. So again, this screen protector is definitely going to protect your screen as long as you don't scratch it with anything abrasive, such as a metal key. Anything that's sharp or metal, you will probably scratch the screen and it won't recover. So then you're going to have to replace the screen protector, but you won't have to replace the screen on your phone. So installation was super easy. It fits your phone like a glove. It will protect your screen from scratches, and it does a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints. So I'm definitely loving the screen protector. I'm going to recommend it, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Spigen Glastr EZ Fit tempered glass screen protector. So we get 2 tempered glass screen protectors with guides and an installation packet. So first you want to thoroughly clean off the screen of your phone. Then you want to take one of your screen protectors, make sure you peel off this little part that says back, but not take the screen protector with it. Then you're just going to flip this over, make sure that the camera guide goes over the cameras of your phone. Just press that into place and then run your finger down the middle of the screen protector. Then we're going to remove the sticker from here. Make sure you press down on the guide when you're removing it. And then just lift up on the guide. Then just remove the top protector. And there you go. Perfect installation. Looks amazing. There are no bubbles. The edges of the screen protector are nicely rounded, so it feels nice and smooth. As far as touch goes, feels just like the glass that's on the phone. Touch works perfectly fine. It is nice and clear as well. No problems with the top and the bottom touch. So now let's put our case over our phone and see how it fits. And it seems to fit perfectly with this case. There is no lifting. Spigen's always one of my go-to screen protectors. The installation is always super easy and it looks flawless on the phone, as you can see here. So far touch is working great. It looks amazing, nice and clear, and it seems to be case friendly. Now let's move on to the drop and the scratch test to see how durable it really is. All right, so we're going to be dropping this 2.4 ounce steel metal ball from a starting height at 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll raise it up foot by foot until it eventually does. All right, so we're going to start off at 2 feet. All right, now we're moving up to 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet. Here we are at 8 feet. So that was another amazing drop test by Spigen. It lasted up to an 8-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So typically tempered glass screen protectors start to scratch around a level 6, so we're going to start with a level 5. Then we'll move on to a 6, and then finally a 7. So if you take a closer look, as you can see, there are no scratches at a level 5. There are a little deeper at a level 6 and a little deeper than that at a level 7. So again, this tempered glass screen protector is pretty much on par with other tempered glass screen protectors as far as scratch protection goes. Now, if you happen to crack your screen protector, I'm going to show you how easy it is to take off your phone and what it looks like once you've taken it up. So as you can see, it pretty much comes off in all one piece and doesn't just shatter into a million pieces. So I'm definitely impressed with this tempered glass screen protector. Installation was super easy. It fits perfectly on the phone. It seems to be case friendly. Drop protection is excellent and scratch resistance is also pretty standard. So I would definitely recommend this screen protector and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Then here we have the Ringke Dual Easy Film Screen Protector for the inner screen on the Galaxy Z Flip 5. So it comes with 2 screen protectors, a squeegee, and an alcohol wipe with a drying cloth. And just to let everybody know, I will be installing this over the pre-installed screen protector that the phone came with. It's not recommended that you do it this way, but Samsung also doesn't recommend that you take the inner screen protector off. But I've done it before without any issues. You just need to make sure that you don't damage the screen when doing it. Alright, so once the screen is all clean, you're going to want to take your screen protector. We're going to peel off the number 1. Make sure you don't touch the underside of the phone. Then we're going to place this on top of our phone the best that we can, holding on to these tabs. Once you have it in place, you want to take your squeegee, place it down in the middle of the phone. We're going to lift up on tab 2. It'll go up and over your phone screen and then just squeegee this out. Try to squeegee out any bubbles you might see. Then we're going to flip it over. We'll do the same thing for the back. We're going to put down our squeegee, lift up on tab number 3. Make sure the screen protector goes up and over your screen. And then remove any bubbles you might see. So I was a little off when I installed this, so there is kind of like a bubble on the side here. Now once you're done with the installation, we'll peel off this front cover very carefully, making sure not to lift the screen protector underneath with it. And there you go. So now I'll try to squeegee down some of these bubbles. So I think that came out pretty good. There are a couple bubbles One over here in the corner was because there is something underneath the screen. There are also a couple on the top here. And then because there's a camera cutout for the screen underneath, there are a little bit of bubbles there, but it doesn't look too bad. As far as touch goes, it does have a little, just a tad bit grippiness to it, but it is nice and smooth. As far as touch goes, touch seems to be working just fine. Let's see about facial recognition. Face ID seems to work just fine. And as you can see, I'm not touching the fingerprint sensor either. So like I said before, touch working perfectly fine. The screen protector is nice and clear. So touch seems to be working out just fine. The screen protector is also nice and clear as well. Now, if you do decide to install this over the screen protector that's on the phone, you will just need to take your squeegee and kind of squeegee down around the camera so it is nice and clear. But as you saw, facial recognition seems to be working just fine. And as you can see, there are no bubbles where the camera is either. It kind of conformed to that little notch as well. Now the bubbles that you see in the corner up at the top, they should disappear in a couple days, but this one over here, it's going to be there because something is underneath the screen. So far so good. Let's fold it up for the first time. Looks pretty good. I don't see any lifting, any creases. So not too bad. Everything looks pretty good. So it looks like you can install it over the screen protector that's on the phone for some extra protection. As far as fingerprints goes, it does seem to pick up some fingerprints, but you should just be able to easily wipe those away with minimal effort, as you can see. And it is also nice and smooth when you go to wipe the screen away too. The screen protector also has some healing properties. I'll run my fingernail across the screen, and as you can see, it does create some lines, but those lines should disappear within a few minutes. As you can see, they're already starting to disappear. If you happen to run your key or something across the screen, it will most likely damage it beyond repair, but it will protect your screen from scratches. And if you want to remove the screen protector from your phone, it easily comes up. Just peel up one of the corners, and then just peel up the rest of the screen protector. And there you go. So installation was really easy. It seems to fit the phone really well. Scratch protection isn't great because it is a film screen protector, but it will protect your phone from scratches. So I would recommend the screen protector, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. So now let's install the outer tempered glass screen protector. And then here we have the Ringke tempered glass front cover screen protector. So it comes with 2 screen protectors and an installation packet. Then you're going to take a couple of your guide stickers. We're going to put them on the screen protector itself. I'd make it look something like that. You're going to peel off the underside of the screen protector and then hold on to each one of these wings to place it on your phone. Once it's down, it should start to adhere to the screen right away. And it looks like it's perfectly placed. So there is the screen protector on your phone. Looks pretty good. As far as touch goes, feels just like the glass that's on the phone itself. The edges of the screen protector are rounded off, so it feels nice and smooth. Touch seems to be working just fine. No issues. And it's also crystal clear. And let's also put a case on here to see how case friendly it is. So it looks like it fits perfectly inside a case. There is a slight gap at the top, but not at the bottom. Now, even though it worked with this case, the only way to really know is to try it with the case you're using, but it should fit. As far as fingerprints goes, it seems to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints as well. So now let's move on to our drop and our scratch test. So for this drop test, we're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball from a height of about 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually cracks. So here we go at 2 feet. All right, so now we're going to move up to 3 feet. Moving up to 4 feet. Moving up to 5 feet. Moving up to 6 feet. (7 feet). And it looks like 7 feet did it. So this screen protector withstood a 7-foot drop. That is superb drop protection. Now let's move on to the scratch resistance. So typically tempered glass screen protectors start to scratch around a level 6. So we're going to start off with a level 5 and move on from there. So here we have a level 5. Then on to a 6. And then finally a 7. So if we look at the screen, as you can see, there are no scratches at the level 5. There are a little deeper at a level 6 and a little deeper than that at a level 7. So this tempered glass screen protector is pretty much on par with other tempered glass screen protectors as far as scratch resistance goes. And if the screen protector happens to break and you need to lift it off your phone, it should come up without shattering into a million pieces. So I'm definitely impressed with this tempered glass screen protector. It was really easy to install. It seems to be case friendly. Drop protection is amazing at 7 feet, and scratch resistance is also pretty much standard for tempered glass screen protectors. And then here we have the official Samsung front protection film. So we get 2 film screen protectors, an installation guide, and a squeegee. So the first thing we want to do is to clean off your screen, and I love the fact that they give you absolutely nothing to clean off the screen with other than this little wipe. Then we need to open up our phone and place it face down. We need to peel off the stickers that come on the guide. We're going to place this on the side of our phone just like this. Press it into place. Then we're going to take one of our screen protectors and peel off the number 1. Then we need to put that sticker face down, lining up the holes on the guide here, and then place that down on our phone, just like that, running your finger across the little sticker. Then we need to take our squeegee. We need to put it behind this little line here. We're going to lift up on the tab. Make sure this goes up and over our screen. Put your squeegee behind the line here, then lift up on the screen protector very carefully, then remove your guide. Then we're going to lift up on the tab here, making sure the screen protector goes up and over our screen, and just squeegee that out and squeegee out any bubbles you might see. Then once you're done, carefully remove the part 2. And we're all set. So there is a little line right down kind of like the middle here. I'm going to see if I can squeegee that out any. So it does look like I was able to squeegee down that line just a little bit. It's kind of broken up on the screen here, as you can see. Not horrible. I also did get a little piece of dust underneath the screen right there too. But other than that, not too bad. Feels nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the screen. Touch seems to work just fine. Yeah, touch works just fine. It goes almost all the way to the edge of the phone, which is nice because then you don't get your finger stuck on anything when you're trying to swipe up. You can easily swipe down from the top, no problems there. It is nice and clear, so no problems with touch or clarity. So now let's put our case on the phone and see what it looks like. So the screen protector looks pretty nice, fits perfectly underneath the case, and it doesn't even look like there's a screen protector on there, minus the little line that you can see. So far so good. Now let's move on to the scratch resistance. So typically tempered glass starts to scratch at around a level 6. This isn't tempered glass, it's film, so we're going to start with the lowest level possible, which is a level 2, and that's plastic. So here we have the level 2, and as you can see, it is a plastic tip, not metal. Then we're going to move on to a number 3, which is copper. Then we're going to move on to a number 4. So right off the bat, you can see that there are no scratches at the level 2, which is expected, but at the level 3, which is copper, you can see that it did do some damage to the screen, and then the number 4 is even worse. It made some gouges that are not going to come out. So the screen protector will definitely protect your phone from scratches, but it won't do very much against drop protection. And if you want to move the screen protector, it's very easy to do. All you need to do is lift up one of the edges with your fingernail, and then just kind of peel it off. And you're good as new. So the screen protector is not bad. It's a film screen protector. It's going to protect your phone's screen from scratches, but won't do very much for drop protection. So installation was pretty easy, it is case friendly, and scratch resistance is pretty much on par with other film screen protectors. So if all you're worried about is protecting your screen from scratches, I would definitely recommend the screen protector, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Zagg XTR2 tempered glass screen protector. So we get one tempered glass screen protector and some installation wipes, and an installation guide. Next, you're going to take your guide and you're going to take your phone, making sure that the camera lenses are going towards the right, and we're just going to let this lay inside the case just like this. Then you're going to take your screen protector, making sure that this white sticker is going towards the arrow on your guide here. We're going to line up the little holes on the screen protector with the guideposts on the guide. We're going to peel off this underside protector and then just put those little holes over the posts in the guide. Don't let the screen protector touch the screen yet. Then just press down in the middle of the screen protector and it should adhere to the whole screen. And then very carefully peel off the top protector. Then you can take your phone out. And that seems like a perfect installation to me. Very nice, no bubbles, no lifting. The screen is also rounded off on the edges so it feels nice and smooth to the touch. The screen protector does feel just like the glass that's on the phone. Touch seems to be working perfectly fine. No issues there. Yeah, everything working perfectly fine, and it's also nice and clear. And even though there is a blue tinge to this glass, it still looks nice and clear looking at it on your phone. So very nice screen protector so far. Let's put our case over the top of our phone. Everything seems to fit perfectly fine. I don't see any lifting. It looks like the screen that's on the phone. Very nice. So it should be case friendly with the case that you're going to use, but the only way to really tell is to use it with your case, but it should be case friendly. Touch is very nice and smooth. Everything working perfectly fine. Now as far as fingerprints goes, it does seem to do a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints as well, and if there are any, you can just very easily wipe those away without any effort. So everything's looking great so far. Now let's move on to the drop and the scratch test. We're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a starting height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll raise it up foot by foot until it eventually does. All right, so we're starting off at 2 feet. All right, we're moving on to 3 feet. Moving on to 4 feet. 5 feet. So this screen protector only lasted up until a 5-foot drop. I don't know that I would call it 9 times stronger than regular tempered glass, because the Ringke and the Spigen tempered glass screen protector did much better than this. 5 foot is still good, but it's definitely not the best. So now let's move on to our scratch protection. So tempered glass usually starts to scratch at around a level 6, so we're going to start off with a number 5. So here we have a number 5, and here we have a number 6, and then finally a number 7. So if we look a little closer, you can see there are no scratches at a level 5. There are a little deeper at a level 6, and deeper than that at a level 7, and that's pretty much on par with every other tempered glass screen protector. So let's recap on the screen protector. Installation was super easy. It's nice and clear, feels nice and smooth on the phone. It seems to be case friendly. Drop protection was okay, about the middle of the road, and scratch resistance is on par with other tempered glass screen protectors. So even though it's not the best for drop protection, it is still a good screen protector, so I'm going to recommend it and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have Supershieldz tempered glass screen protector. So we get 2 tempered glass screen protectors and an installation packet. So take your guide stickers and put them on the screen protector just like this, so you have something to hold on to when you're installing. Then we're going to peel off the underside protector and then install this best we can. Then once you have it in place, just press down in the middle of the screen protector and it will adhere to the screen. And you can take off your guide stickers. It also helps if you turn the screen on when you're doing installation. Now there are some bubbles, so we can use a squeegee to kind of squeegee those down. If you don't have a squeegee, you can use a credit card. So installation does look pretty good. There were some bubbles like you can see in the corner here. that I kind of tried to work out, but they seem to be coming back in this one corner. But other than that, not too bad. Looks really nice. The edges seem to be rounded off, so it is nice and smooth. As far as touch goes, it feels kind of like the glass that's on the phone. There does seem to be a little resistance, but as far as touch goes, it seems to be working just fine. No problems there. Let's test out our fingerprint rejection. As you can see, it does a pretty good job at rejecting fingerprints as well. And the little bit of smudges that are on the screen, you can simply just wipe away very easily. And now it's nice and clean. So now let's test our case compatibility. Seems to fit perfectly fine with my case here. I don't see any lifting. So far so good. Installation wasn't horrible. It could have been better. And the little bubble in the corner there seems to still be there, which is kind of annoying. But again, it's not horrible. You do get another screen protector that you can try if you do get a bubble. So now let's move on to the drop and the scratch test. We're going to start off at 2 feet. All right, we're going to move on to 3 feet. And it cracked. So this screen protector only lasted up until a 3-foot drop, which is close to some of the worst drop protection that I've seen for screen protectors. So this is the Supershieldz tempered glass screen protector. I accidentally dropped the ball when it wasn't lined up with the screen protector, so this does not count. So I'm going to use this one for the scratch test. So we're going to start off at a level 5. Then we're going to move on to a level 6. And then finally, a number 7. So if you look a little closer, as you can see, there are no scratches at a level 5. There are a little deeper at a level 6, and a little deeper than that at a level 7. So scratch resistance is pretty much on par with other tempered glass screen protectors. And let's see how easily it would come off of your phone. Not bad. It stays in one piece. So let's recap real quick. Installation was okay. There were some bubbles. It does seem to be case friendly. Drop protection is really not good, and scratch protection is on par with other tempered glass screen protectors. Now, because of the bubbles and the drop protection, I would not recommend the screen protector, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. And here we have a tempered glass screen protector by YWXTW. You get 2 tempered glass screen protectors with guides, 2 front camera protectors, and a whole bunch of installation stuff. So you're going to take one of your screen protectors. We're going to peel off the little number 1 sticker inside. Then make sure the camera lens holes goes over the camera lenses. Just press that over your phone. Then run your finger down the middle. Wait a few seconds. Then we're going to continue to hold down on the guide. We're going to lift up the sticker here and peel it off. Then lift up on the guide, and you are all set. So installation was very easy. I don't see any bubbles. The edges are nicely rounded off, so it feels nice and smooth. The glass feels nice and smooth, just like the glass on the phone. As far as touch goes, touch seems to be working just fine. No problems there. It is also nice and clear. Let's put some fingerprints on here. It does seem to do a pretty good job at fingerprint rejection. We do have some fingerprints, but you can easily just wipe those away with minimal effort again. Now let's see how case friendly it is. Seems to fit perfect with the case. I don't see any lifting anywhere. It doesn't even look like there's a tempered glass screen protector on the screen, which is nice. Now, the only thing you might have a problem with is those camera lens covers when using a case. I'm going to put the camera lens covers on now and retry the case again. So all you need to do is peel off your camera lens cover, put it over your camera lenses, and then just press it into place, and you're all set. Now let's try this case again. And that's what I was afraid of. So the camera lens cover will most likely not work with a lot of the cases unless this hole is made extra large, which typically it isn't. So if you're using a case, you most likely won't want to use those camera lens covers. But that's what it looks like without the case. Looks really nice. Everything's good so far. Let's test out the scratch resistance on the camera lens cover. So first we're going to start off with a number 5. And then we're going to move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. So if we take a closer look, there are no scratches at a level 5. There are at a level 6 and a little deeper at a level 7. So it's pretty much on par with other tempered glass screen protectors. Now let's test out the drop and scratch resistance for the tempered glass. Going to start off at 2 feet. All right, we're moving on to 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet. So this screen protector lasted up until a 5-foot drop, which is not horrible. It's about middle of the road. So now we're going to move on to the scratch resistance. We're going to start off with the number 5. And we're going to move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. So as you can see, there are no scratches at a level 5. There are at a level 6 and a little deeper at a level 7. So it's pretty much on par with other tempered glass screen protectors. And let's see what happens if you were to try to take it off your phone after it broke. And it still stays in one piece. So the screen protector wasn't bad. It was super easy to install. It seems to be case friendly. And I also like the fact that it comes with a tempered glass protector for your camera lenses as well. Drop protection is pretty good, like I said, middle of the road, and scratch resistance is also on par with other tempered glass screen protectors. So I would recommend the screen protector, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And then here we have the Milomdoi tempered glass screen protector. So here we get 3 inner screen protectors, an installation mat, 3 tempered glass screen protectors, 3 camera lens covers, a squeegee, installation guides, and 3 installation packets. So first we're going to install the inner screen protector. You want to take your guide with the little post, so we're going to push it into the bottom USB Type-C port on the phone, just like that. Then you're going to take your screen protector. We're going to line up the guides here with the posts and just simply lay this down on our phone, making sure that it is lined up properly. If it isn't, just pick it up and move it where it is. Once you have it in place where you want it, just run your finger down the middle and it will stay. Then we're going to take our squeegee, put it behind this red line right here. We're going to lift back on this tab here, make sure it goes up and over your screen, and just push forward. Try to make sure there are no bubbles. Then we're going to remove our guide. Flip the phone around. Take your squeegee, put it behind the dotted line here, lift back, making sure the screen protector goes up and over your phone again. Then just squeegee forward. And try to make sure you get all the bubbles out. And then once that's done, we're going to very carefully peel up on this sticker back here, making sure that it only takes the top cover with it, not the screen protector underneath. As you can see, we do have some lines right there and some other jagged lines all over the screen, which don't look too good. I'm going to see if I can get those down with a squeegee. So it does look like I was able to get the majority of those lines out. There is still one little line right there, but you really can't see it unless you have it directly in the light. We do have a little bubble right here. Now I also didn't remove the screen protector that was also installed on the phone. I just installed it right over. You just need to kind of push down around the camera and you should be good to go. But other than that, it looks pretty good. As far as touch goes, it is nice and smooth. Let's test out our facial recognition. No problems there. As far as touch goes, touch is working perfectly fine on the screen protector. And it is also nice and clear. As far as selfies goes, they look pretty clear to me. It says clean your lens for clearer pictures, but I don't see any issues. It looks just like the camera was before I put the protector on it. As far as fingerprints goes, it seems to do a pretty good job at fingerprint rejection as well. As you can see, I don't really see any fingerprints, but if there were, the little smudges, just wipe them away very easily, no problems. So let's fold up the phone for the very first time. I don't see any lifting, any extra creases, so that looks pretty good. Let's fold it a couple more times. I still don't see any lifting or extra creases, so not too bad. And again, I installed this right over the screen protector that was installed on the phone when I got it. It's not recommended, but it seems like you can do it. Now let me run my fingernail across the screen. As you can see, it does create some lines, but they should start to disappear immediately and totally disappear within a few minutes. So now let's test out the scratch resistance on the other side. We're going to start off with a level 2, which is just plastic. And as you can see, it does make some lines on the screen. Now we'll move on to a level 3, which is copper. This is probably going to make some scratches that will not come out. And as you can see, it made some more markings, and I really don't think that those are going to go away. But if we look at the other side where my fingernail was, you can see those lines a little less. So now let's install the front glass, and we'll come back to those in just a minute. So first you're going to take your guide. We're going to press it over the top of the phone, just like that. Then you're going to take your screen protector. We're going to peel off the back of the screen protector, just like that, and then just drop this into our guide. Then press down in the middle. It should adhere to your screen, and then just lift up the guide. And there you go. Perfect installation. As far as touch goes, feels just like the glass that's on the phone. Touch seems to be working just fine. The edges are also rounded off, so it feels nice and smooth. As far as fingerprints goes, it does pick up some fingerprints, as you can see right there, but again, you can just easily just wipe those away. Now let's try our case. Seems to fit perfectly with this case. I don't see any lifting. Now let's install the camera protectors. So here I have our camera protectors. You just need to peel off this little inner portion and then just stick them over the lenses on your phone. And 2. So there are our protectors. Now let's try the case again and see if it still fits. And it does not. So if you're using a case, you most likely will not be able to use these lens protectors. But they do look pretty nice on the phone. So now let's take a look at our inner screen one more time. So if we look at the side here, you can still see where my fingernail was scratching the screen and some of those markings on the right hand side. So it healed a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it's totally going away so far. So here we have a number 5 for the lens protector. Then we're going to move on to a number 6. And then a number 7. So as you can see, there's no scratches at a level 5. There are some scratches at a level 6 and just a little deeper at a level 7. So these will definitely protect your camera lenses. So now let's test out the scratch and the drop protection for the tempered glass. We're going to start off at 2 feet. So unfortunately, this screen protector only lasted up until a 2-foot drop, and that is the worst drop protection that I've seen for any tempered glass screen protector. So that's definitely not good. So now let's test out the scratch resistance. So we're going to start off with a number 5, and then move on to a number 6, and then finally a number 7. So let's take a closer look. As you can see, there's no scratches at a level 5. There are at a level 6 and a little deeper at a level 7. So scratch resistance is pretty much on par with all the other tempered glass screen protectors. Now really quick, let's take a look at the inside screen protector again. It's been more than 5 minutes and you can still see scratches from my fingernail as well as the Mohs picks. So I don't know how long it's going to take for this to heal, but it's definitely not one of the best. So installation was pretty easy for the inner and outer screen protectors. It also seems to be case friendly, and scratch protection seems to be on par with all the other tempered glass screen protectors. But because the inner screen protector doesn't seem to heal very well with just minor scratches from your fingernail, and because the drop protection is really bad, I'm not going to recommend this screen protector kit, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. And let's see how easily it would come off your phone after it cracked. seems to come up pretty easy, and it does stay intact. So please bear with me with this next video. Something happened to the video portion when I was recording, but I do have the original audio for the installation and where I was actually talking about everything about the screen protector. But everything from the drop test to the evaluation was all original video and audio. So if you just want to see what my evaluation was of the screen protector, you can just skip ahead. But all the video up until the drop test is just going to be me using my original audio with the video that I'm showing you now with the already scratched up screen protector that I'm going to show you later. Again, I'm sorry for this, but bear with me. Then here we have a tempered glass screen protector by SINJIMORU. So it was a pretty easy installation, even though there wasn't any guide. So let's turn on the screen. Looks like it installed pretty well, but the only thing is it doesn't cover the whole screen. I tried to line it up the best I could. It looks the best on the top, but as you can see, there is a slight gap on the bottom of the screen, and I'm assuming that's for case compatibility. But the screen does look really clear. There's no bubbles that I can see. Touch also working really well. The edges are also nice and round, so it feels nice and smooth when you run your finger over it. And it's working perfectly fine. So now let's put our case over the top. And it looks like it fits the case perfectly. And like I said before, we still do have that gap on the top, so I'm assuming they made it just ever so slightly smaller than the actual screen, so it would be more compatible with most cases. And it does seem to fit perfectly with the case. Now, if you're doing the installation and you already have a case, I would definitely recommend putting on the top cover, then installing the screen protector for the best possible fit. As far as fingerprints goes, it does seem to pick up some smudges, but the glass is very smooth and the fingerprints wipe away very easily. The glass is really smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone, so that is definitely nice. So now let's move on to the scratch and drop test. We're starting off at 2 feet. So this screen protector only lasted up until a 2-foot drop, which is pretty much the worst drop protection possible for a screen protector. So now we're going to move on to the scratch test. So we're going to be starting off with a number 5, then a number 6, and then finally a number 7. Alright, so if we look a little closer here, there's no scratches at a level 5. There are a little deeper at a level 6, and a little deeper than the level 6 with some gouges at the level 7. So this is definitely not one of the best screen protectors for the Galaxy Flip 5. So installation wasn't super hard, but it could have been better with a guide. Case compatibility seems to be good because, like I said before, the screen protector seems to be a little bit smaller than the actual screen to maximize that compatibility. Scratch protection is not as good as most of the other tempered glass screen protectors, and drop protection is some of the worst I've seen. So because of all that, I would definitely not recommend the screen protector, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. And then let's see how the screen protector would come off your phone if it was cracked. And it does seem to come up pretty easily in one piece. Then here we have a tempered glass screen protector by Caseology. So we get 2 screen protectors with guides, which is nice, and an installation packet. So just take one of your guides, flip it upside down, and we're going to peel off the protector from the underside. Then just make sure that the camera lens cutout goes over the camera lenses on your phone, and we'll just press that into place. Then run your finger down the middle. The screen protector should adhere to the phone. Then continue to hold down on the guide with a couple fingers, and we're going to lift up the sticker starting from this side. Then lift up the guide. Then we just need to remove the protective cover that's on the screen protector. There is a little bubble at the top here, which we can just push out, and we are all set. Looks really nice. Feels nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. The edges of the screen protector are also really nicely rounded, so they feel nice and smooth as well. As far as fingerprints goes, it does seem to do a pretty good job at fingerprint rejection. I don't really see any smudges. As far as touch, As you can see, it is crystal clear and it very perfectly outlines the screen on the phone as well. Touch seems to work just fine. You can access the top and the bottom of the screen very easily. So now let's put on our case. And it looks like it fits this case perfectly. You almost can't even tell that there's a screen protector on the phone. So I'm definitely liking the screen protector so far. So now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. I'm going to start off at 2 feet. Here we go, 3 feet. 4 feet. 5 feet. So the Caseology screen protector lasted up until a 5-foot drop, which is not the worst and it's not the best, but it's pretty middle of the road. So now let's move on to the scratch test. So we're going to start off with a number 5, then move on to a number 6, and then finally a number 7. So as you can see, there is no scratches at a level 5. There are a little deeper at a level 6, and almost the same at a level 7. So not too bad at all. Installation was a breeze because it came with a guide. It does seem to be case friendly. Scratch resistance is pretty much on par with other tempered glass screen protectors, and it lasted up until a 5-foot drop for the drop protection, which is pretty much middle of the road. So because of those results, I would recommend the screen protector, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Now let's see how easily the screen protector would come off your phone if it cracked. It does seem to come up a little harder than others, but it did still stay in one piece. Then here we have a privacy film screen protector set by FYDIKHN. So this comes with a outer and inner privacy screen. These are both film. We get 2 installation packets, a mat, and a squeegee. So first we're going to install the front screen protector. I would put my guide stickers on the screen just like this. Then we're going to peel off the underside protector from the screen protector. Just like that. And then you're going to place it on the phone the best you can. Now, according to the instructions, once you have it set on your phone like this, we're going to take our squeegee, put it behind that metal line again, and then we need to lift up on the top part of the screen protector, just like this. Make sure this piece goes up and over your screen and just squeegee that out. Make sure this goes over your camera lenses, so you might have to help it out a little bit. Squeegee that out the rest of the way. It makes it a little harder because it goes around the camera lenses. So once we've done that, we need to flip it around. We'll do the same thing. Put your squeegee behind the metal line here. We're going to lift up on the protector. Make sure it goes up and over your screen and just squeegee that out. And then very carefully lift up on the top. Then very carefully lift up on the number 2, making sure that it doesn't take the underside screen protector with it. So this is a matte screen protector as well, and it does also cover the whole screen. As you can see, it went around the camera lenses as well. There are a few little bubbles, but you can try to use a squeegee to get those out. The bubbles seem to come out very easily, and the installation looks pretty flawless. Most of the bubbles come out very easily, but we do have a few minor little bubbles on the edge here. Not horrible, because once you turn on the screen, you're not going to see those anyway, and some of them aren't even on the screen. But it looks really nice, feels nice and smooth to the touch. There's your screen, looks pretty clear, and it also doesn't collect any fingerprints, which is awesome. So let's check out the touch. Touch should be perfectly fine. Yeah, no issues there. Nice and smooth from the top and the bottom. You can easily select things, no problem at all. So touch is working well. And then also, as you can see, if we turn the screen to the sides, you cannot see the screen anymore. So that's part of the privacy. That's pretty cool. All right, so now let's move on to the inner screen. All right, so we're going to do the same thing for the inner portion. Make sure you put your guide stickers on the top and the bottom, somewhat just like this. We're going to peel off the underside protector from the screen. Then we're going to place this over our phone the best we can. All right, so once it's down, again, we're going to take our squeegee. We're going to put it behind this middle line here. We're going to lift up on the screen protector. making sure that the screen goes up and over the screen of the phone, and just squeegee that out. Then we're going to turn the phone around and do the same thing for the other side. Put it behind the line, lift up on the screen protector, make sure it goes up and over your screen, and just squeegee out. Try to get out any bubbles you might see. Then once that's done, we're going to peel up the top protector, making sure that it doesn't take the under screen protector with it. Now it does look like we have some bubbles. We may not be able to get those out, but we're gonna try. So I was able to get those bubbles out at the top, very nice. As you can see, it is a matte look, and as you can see, it does not pick up any fingerprints whatsoever. Very nice. As far as touch goes, nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. Let's check out the face recognition. Working perfectly fine. As you can see, it is nice and clear. Touch working perfect. No issues whatsoever. And it's got that nice matte look to it. And if we turn it to the side enough, you can't see the screen anymore. So now we're going to fold it up for the very first time, and we'll see if we get any creases or bubbles. So it does look like we get some pretty nasty creases in the middle there, as you can see. So I tried to squeegee out those bubbles again, but they're still in there and you can see the crease. So let's fold it up one more time. Yeah, and the crease just seems to get worse. So now, like I said, I installed this over the pre-installed screen protector on the Flip 5, but the other screen protectors that I've done the same thing with have not had this issue. So I don't think it's caused by the screen protector that's on the phone. I think it's probably the screen protector itself. So I do definitely like the outer portion of the screen protector. There are no issues with this at all. So now let's see how well it fits with a case. And it looks like it fits perfectly. The case goes perfectly over the screen protector. There is no lifting, no bubbles. It looks really nice. So this should be case compatible with pretty much every case you're going to use. Now, as far as scratch protection goes, this screen protector will protect your screen from scratches. We can test it out with the level 2, which is just plastic. So as you can see, it didn't do any damage to the screen protector, but when we move on to a level 2, which is copper, you're most likely going to see some scratches. And as you can see, it's already done some scratches that are not recoverable. So the screen protector will protect your screen from scratches such as this, but the scratch resistance of the screen protector itself is not very high. So I'll take this off and I'll show you what the screen looks like. As you can see, your screen underneath is perfectly fine. So the outer screen protector is perfect. The installation was really good. It fits perfectly with cases. Touch is really nice, and it's got that nice matte look. But for the inner screen protector, as you can see, it does have those creases just from folding the phone. So even though the outer screen protector is working perfectly fine, I can't recommend this screen protector because of the way that this is acting on the inner screen. So I would definitely not recommend this screen protector, and I'm going to give it a thumbs down. If you guys are enjoying the video or you found it helpful, it would really help out my channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Now that we've had a chance to test all those screen protectors, I'm going to let you know which ones I thought were the absolute best. Now for the inner screen protector replacement, I would definitely recommend the Whitestone Dome Premium Gen Film. Installation was a breeze. It fits the phone perfectly. It also looks and feels exactly like the screen protector that comes on the phone, and is also going to give you the best scratch protection as far as film goes. Now, as far as the outer screen goes on the Flip 5, there were 3 screen protectors that stood out among the rest. Now, scratch resistance and look and feel were all the same in these 3 different screen protectors, but where they really stood out was in the drop protection. My number 1 pick was the Spigen Glastr TR. This screen protector withstood an 8-foot drop, and that's some of the best drop protection I've seen yet. My second pick was the Whitestone Dome EZ Glass. This screen protector withstood a 7-foot drop, which is still excellent, and it edged out the Ringke because it does come with a guide for installation of the screen protector. And the Ringke tempered glass screen protector came in third. It also withstood a 7-foot drop, but it doesn't come with any guide to install the screen protector on the phone. So if you've stuck with me this far, thank you so much for all your support. And if there was a screen protector that I missed in this video that you'd like to see in future videos, let me know in the comments below. I'd also really like to know what your favorite screen protector was and why you chose it. And don't forget to check out my best and worst cases video for the brand new Galaxy Z Flip 5, which should be on your screen right now, where I test a whole bunch of different cases all in one place. Thank you everybody for all your support, and thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.